Hey everybody, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense. Today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol GCT. We're going to run my stock price projection calculation to see if the stock deserves to be around $18. We're also going to do some advanced charting on the Think or the Swim, and that's GCT. Have I charted this one before? I have not. So very excited to jump into this. Um, as always, thank you so much for watching. We're going to look at the bigger picture first and then whittle our way down and ultimately see if we can find any supports and resistances to potentially get into this stock. Um, I like this. I'm seeing this for the first time. So this looks like several large patterns. Potential cup and handle, we see our left side of the cup here, right side of the cup here, the handle. We also have a bull flag on the monthly chart. And when we have patterns on larger time frames, think a weekly chart, a monthly chart, or a yearly chart, if those play out to the bull side up or bear side down, it's usually a very, very strong move. So I'm very excited about this. What our key identifiers are going to be is this company, this business, operating at a level to where they're going to be growing and have a wonderful story? If so, does the chart align? If those two things are packaged together, wrapped very nicely, are institutions and hedge funds buying? We can see up to the day of institutions buying or selling. So we're going to get a clear picture of is big money buying or selling on this one. So honestly, I typically like to look at companies that have been around for 10 years or longer because we get a nice um, pattern. We can see historical candles throughout time, throughout a large span. With this company, GCT, they've only been around or they've only been public for it looks like about 2 years now, going on 2.3. So we don't have a huge we don't have a huge runway of data, so we're going to have to again run the calculations, look at what insiders and institutions are doing, and look at key levels of support and resistance. We might even need to go onto the weekly chart, just because we don't have as many candles as we do on the monthly. And again, what I had kind of said originally, we have our cup handle. Um, Again, looks like we've had a nice long bull flag, tried to break out, fell down. So we'll get into the patterns later, but let's just go ahead and that's generally what I do. But you feel free if you're doing this on your own to do it on the weekly. So enough talking. These are my four main indicators on the monthly chart. Strength is going down on the monthly. Momentum is going down on the monthly very fast. Money flow is going down. We're going to verify that. And our relative momentum indicator, which is kind of mirroring our MACD, is going down as well. So we are getting four different indicators telling us that this is with the bears, meaning the price is likely going to be going lower than 18. However, never say never. We're going to see what else we can find. Impressive. So let's just start from the left side going forward. They are profitable. They do $1.1 billion in sales. Their price to earnings is a 5 and their forward PE is a 5. So that means the stock is very cheap. So when I do run my stock price projection calculation, I'm willing to say that the stock price is going to be higher than 18. We will confirm that in a minute. Quick ratios over 1. That means if they close their doors tomorrow, they're going to be able to pay off any debts, notes, loans, IOUs, whatever. You can see that their debt is a 1.2, but their long-term debt is a 1.05. This does indicate that they are addressing the debt, so that is good. Again, moving over to this column, earnings per share the past 5 years and sales the past 5 years. This does show that they are resilient. They did make it through the COVID era. Moving on, insiders do own. Insiders are also selling, it looks like. Institutions own, but it looks like institutions are selling. Gross margins 26%. We'll validate that in a moment. This could be a one-off where they did really good or maybe they did really bad. I'm actually really curious to see. Profitable, very low float, meaning if someone came in here with 27 million times 18 bucks, if they came in, they could control that. And I just want to see what that comes out to because that's a lot of money, but we've seen um, some huge moves in the market before. So there's 27 million shares available to the public, and the stock price is $18.50, let's say. If someone came in with $506 million next week, this thing could go. Um, so yeah, average volume is about 1.4 million shares traded at an $18 stock price. That's like 18, almost 20 some million in a day. Quite a bit of people are shorting this. Very interesting. And then this is also a huge indicator to look at. This is absolutely incredible here. We're not saying 2024, and that's kind of questionable. So we're gonna have to validate that down below. This is beautiful up and to the right, as we love to see. Shares outstanding 2023, there was 40 million. 2024, I mean, I'm recording this very beginning of 2025. We're down to 33 million here. So it looks like this is also going down, which is good. That just goes to show that there is natural and organic accumulation of the stock. Before I jump into my calculation, I just want to validate 2023, they had $700 million in sales. 2024, 1.1 billion. So that is a beautiful growth jump there. And then I'm going to validate EPS really quick. 2023 was 2.3. 2024 is 3.15. So what we're going to see is the EPS is going to be jumping to 3.15. So again, this is A plus, A plus, B plus. And I only say B plus because we don't know what the 2024 data is. It's just showing 2023. So we're going to run our calculation here. So again, they're profitable 130,420,000. Sales 1,110,000,000. Correct. Let's go down to the cash, baby. And we're going to look at the quarterly because we want to see the most cash they had as of the last quarter. Okay, 260. Nope, I don't do it on the calculator anymore. I do here. 260 million. Get out of here. 500,000. Debt. 419 million. 380,000. All right, it's quite a bit of debt compared to what they have on hand. So as we can see, they had 440 million in debt Q2 2024, Q3 about 420. So again, they're paying it off nice and slow. Total assets 1 billion. Total liability 6.7 or 672 million. So assets dwarf liabilities at least 1.5 or higher. We always just want to see we want to see assets be higher than liabilities. When you have more liabilities than assets, that's, oh my gosh, sorry, I just hit my microphone. That's when you get into dangerous territory. And I think I messed something up with my microphone, so I'm sorry. Okay. And while we're down here, we have Marshall Burns buying some. A lot of selling by the CEO. Don't really like that. Lewu. Did they sell all 100,000 shares left? Yeah, so typically when you see insiders buying or selling, if the stock is severely undervalued and the company believes that, they'll be buying. If the stock is overvalued, it'll reflect. So that is something to note. However, also take a look at the pattern here. This CEO was selling every day, every every weekday for a while. And then a director started selling every weekday for a while. So with patterns like that, you can go and check and see if these are pre-scheduled sales. So, um, I only look at the charts and I look at what we have in front of us. Everything else, it doesn't. I mean, the chart will tell you where the stock is going. So yeah. So we have what we need. Let's go back up here and we're gonna go ahead and plug this in. And I did not add the market cap here. You're probably thinking, what the heck? I only add it, excuse me, if it is over $1 billion. Excuse me, I just had like three burps. I only do it if it's over 1 billion. So this stock price projection that I'm showing here was specifically made for unicorn company, not unicorn, not the 1 billion plus, for the small cap, micro cap, penny cap companies. Um, Essentially, back when I worked at this unicorn, which is now a unicorn, we had the company stock priced every 100 million dollars in sales was equivalent to a $1 stock price. Um, Market cap, it's going to fluctuate, but on the flip side, with the companies like think like Tesla, Apple, Google, Microsoft, when I do plug those companies in, obviously they have a market cap of over 1 billion, and this calculator is fantastic measuring those companies over 1 billion and under. Usually, in my opinion, it's not a fine in the sand measurement. It's typically, is the stock expected to go higher or lower? So back with this. So their shares still have 27,390,000. So we get a projected stock price of $39.49. Do you think that is crazy? Analysts have it at $50.33. That is crazy. Um, I am kind of at a loss because the CEO is selling like crazy, but I digress. The stock is undervalued. It If you're a PE person, so Warren Buffett is a price to earnings person, this is something he would acknowledge that is undervalued. They've got decent cash. Their sales are fantastic. Gross margins. We didn't check that. So we're gonna go to, let's look at quarterly. We'll look at the quick ratio since we're on this page. So they've always had enough cash. If they were to close their doors for some weird reason, they would be fine. But the medulla oblongata is gonna be gross margins here. 24, 25, 24, 26, 28, 27. So gross margins are kind of trending down, but I mean they're holding that 25 percentile area. This is the number one recommended on Finviz. So we've got several different metrics showing us that this is a decent company. Institutions own 26%, and it's showing that they're selling. I'm gonna say no. And I'm gonna say that because we have analysts are saying $50.33 is their target. We have a PE of 5. We have a profitable company. My projection is showing 39. Institutions own more than 26%. Bet. 40.39%. Okay. Borderline all-time high ownership for institutions and hedge funds. DCM decreased 65%. BlackRock increased. I'm sorry, they didn't increase. They reiterated their position end of 2024. Wu Lei has 8.1 million shares as of October 18th. Let's confirm that. So, okay. So it looks like they have a separate stake outside of their unlocked shares. which is that's a little bit more reassuring, honestly. So, ow, they did sell 12%. Liana, who's that? Let's see if they're on the. Nope. So I don't know who that is, Pan, but they sold 1%. Red Star sold out 100%. Dongxi Air Tiao added 10,000 shares. Huiyan decreased 87%. JD.com does not have a position. So BlackRock. So that means Vanguard is lurking in the waters down here. Watch. Watch this. BlackRock and Vanguard are like boyfriend and girlfriend. Yep. Here we go. Vanguard has 713,000 shares and they added 179%. Renaissance Technologies, let's see. They sold out. They're always early. They sold out. Looks like they sold out at a good time. Yeah. So you can come here and look at all the different companies or hedge funds, index funds, mutual funds, ETFs, mom and pop investment shops, see who own that. Now we're going to do what I've been wanting to do, which is charting. So let's go ahead and just put our base chart stuff on here. Maybe. There we go. Okay, we're just going to do easy peasy. Okay, so these two lines that I just drew, the stock has never broken above this blue line and the stock has never fallen below this blue line. We can definitely see the stock is trending towards this line of support here. So we're just going to draw some more lines really quick. Wow. The stock has also never closed below this line. You can see right here, here's our beginning support. Tested it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6. It tested this support 7 times. Now we're going to go a step further. Wow. The stock has never also broken up above this line here in the past calendar year. And it's tried to break once, twice, 3 times. So this is going to be a very, very fun stock to watch. We're going to take it a step further. 62 to 414. Oh, mamacita. All right. Okay. So what I just did is I went from the cycle high to the cycle low with the Fibonacci arcs, and the Fibonacci arcs are measured time frames from a beginning point to an end point, and it shows the different levels of support and resistance through an arc. And good gravy. The reason I did this is because I wanted to see how well the candles respected this on the way down, so we get a vision on how it could respect it on the way up. So if these candles respect these lines here very sharply to a fine point, we may be able to get that exact same level of measurement on the way up to potentially see where the stock could be breaking up or down. So first video of 2020, first stock of 2024, and this is awesome. Okay. Let's see if there's anything over here. Kinda. Since the stock is relatively new, this candle, 10 out of 10, tested this right on the resistance of this inner ring. Okay, we went from the all-time high to the all-time low. Again, 62 down to 414. I'm just going to right click and see the properties to see if it locked. Yep, 62, 414. Look at this. I can't even, this candle, from here to here, this candle tested our inner ring before it even ever existed. So this candle knew it was going to go down to 414 or maybe lower. Whoever the bigger money influence is. 10 out of 10 resistance right here. 10 out of 10 resistance right here. Candle comes up, tries to break through. This candle tries to break through 10 out of 10 resistance, 10 out of 10 support, 10 out of 10 support, 8 out of 10 support, amazing. Falls through, 10 out of 10 resistance right there, perfect test. 11 out of 10 resistance, tries to go up, falls right under. Great test of support. 10 out of 10 support right here to the last candle. Is the next candle going to close at 1587 to end the month of June? Or I'm sorry, the month of January 2025? Potentially. Potentially. So now, I mean, that is as gorgeous as you can get when looking at Fibonacci arcs on a monthly time frame. So I'm going to take a cheers to that. It's water. Now we're going to go to our all-time cycle low, 414. Hopefully it snaps. And to here. Okay. All-time, well, cycle low to cycle high. We're just going to make it a different color so we can actually see it. Okay. Okay, perps. Okay. Again, this candle's test, great test right here on the outer ring. 10 out of 10 resistance here. Great test of support, great test of resistance. Breaks through, trade sideways. 1 million out of 10 bounce off support there. Fantastic. Falls through, it really falls through. This candle tries to break through up. 10 out of 10 support right. Look how, oh my gosh. Am I in the way? No. Where am I at? Right here. Look at where this beautiful candle lies. Right above the purple support, right below our original ring, right in the middle. Oh, that is like, that's art. 10 out of 10 resistance right there. Again, 10 out of 10 support right here. So this candle is literally sitting on the purple and the red support at the same time. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I've never seen that before. That's insane. So what needs to happen is, I mean, we're going, I think we're going down now, looking at the bigger picture. And again, we could have the best stock in the world. I mean, gosh, there's so many examples. We could have the best stock in the world, but if the trend is down, shorts are definitely shorting this one, 27%. The trend is your friend until the end. The trend is going down, and we're not really seeing much of a consolidation or area of a turnaround. So what we're going to need to do is come back to this right here. And this is going to be our apex. This is our area of opportunity. We're going to be coming out of this bull flag here on the monthly. I think $20. I honestly could get into this one. As long as it holds for January, February, March. So January and February, if it holds above 1830, 1850, why would I not buy this one? That would be a good turning point for a reversal. We're going to run into some resistance here. Well, we're going to run into the purple resistance, then we're going to run into it over here. But we are in the clear June. And I mean, I had this going to 39. Analysts have this at 50. I think we could go much higher. And I hate to do this to you, but I also love to do it. I'm going to do it. Do not hate me. We're going to look at Elliott wave here. So the Elliott wave is comprised of, I don't even know how to, do we have an Elliott wave? I'm just going to have to do it by hand. But you know what? Doing everything by hand is how you become the best at what you do. So the Elliott wave is made up of 5 cycle, momentum move. And then it's followed by one, ABC, one, two, three. Anyway, we only care about the third wave of the Elliott wave. So wave number one is not that. It's this. Call me crazy, please. Okay, we're gonna make this line channel 5. Channel 5 news. We're gonna make it super thick, baby. And we're gonna do it. I already have a purple. Let's do a bright. I already have a purple. Let's do yellow. Oof, that's perfectly ugly. Okay, that's wave number one. This area is our. This is our. This is our wave 2 edit properties for channel 6. Channel 6 news. We're gonna make it super thick and yellow. Wave 2. Now wave 3 consists of wave 1 times 2 basically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna duplicate our channel 5 news right there, and we're gonna duplicate activate. Okay, that is a taste, ladies and gentlemen. That is a potential taste. And I don't know if I fully 100% believe it's going to go like this. But we did go from 414 from November 22 to 4518, over 1000% in less than 2 years. So, could this go 1000% in less than 2 years? Yes, because it's already done that. And we're getting a price target of $99. That would not be out of the question. Previous all-time high was 62, it looks like. And this was when it IPO'd, I believe. So, again, we might not see. Let's see. While we're doing this together, how long of a wave is the third wave on Elliott wave? I just need like give me a percentage. According to the third wave is typically the longest and most powerful, baby. Extending to 161.8% of the first wave. So 161.8% of the first wave. First wave, that's 100. So, I mean, I say base case. Okay, I'm going to say conservatively, probably 62 is not a bad area to watch. So, this looks fantastic. This was a viewer request, by the way. The people who watch this channel are the smartest in the world. I just take their idea and put it on a canvas. So, absolutely incredible. I'm probably going to get into this one if it holds our 18 level. We do have some leeway down here if it does want to do a little U around 18, 15. So again, I'm watching this one as of yesterday. Well, because I just did this. So fantastic company it looks like. I'm excited for this. This is awesome. If you made it this far, consider subscribing, leaving a comment, a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Engagement with the channel allows YouTube to see that people are watching me and engaging, and they can open it up to others. But if you're selfish and you don't want people to find me, don't do anything except for watch. Anyway, have a great new year. Have a great week. Have a great month. Adios.